Raymond, do you have a moment to spare?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind. What's going on?
On our journeys, you have been a great help on countless occasions. Truthfully, I do not know what would have become of us had we not met back in the Larkus Weald.
Albert, what's with you all of a sudden?
For this reason, I personally would like to show my appreciation. You said you liked sweets. Yes?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm a sugar fiend.
Ah, splendid. For there is a confectionery here that serves my most favored sweet. I shall take you there, as thanks. Come, let us be off.
Oh, all right. Damn, that was delicious. The sweetness packed a punch, but the flavor was so delicate.
Oh, you noticed. Their goods are a notch above the rest because the methods they use are quite unique.
Interesting. Yeah, you're gonna have to show me all the hot spots.
I suppose I have no choice. As thanks. I have a favorite in the royal capital of Sendros. I shall take you there on our next visit.
I think he's just looking for an excuse to gorge himself on sugar.
My bad. Hey, how's it going? You got some free time on your hands?
I do not. You're bored, aren't you?
Is it that obvious? Oddly enough, I've got nothing to do.
What do you usually do when you have free time like today? Or say, on your day off?
Huh. My day off? Well... I like to work out a little bit.
Really? So do I.
Yeah, I get all stiff after hanging out on the ship too long. Regular little workout keeps me limber and keeps my mind sharp.
That's so true for outer space. Would you mind letting me try out the Vergold battle simulator sometime?
Sure, very cool. And how about letting me have a go with the Federations when the time's right?
You got it.
Would anyone have imagined I would be dressed to be wed so soon? And of them, who could have anticipated these circumstances?
Quite the hassle, huh? Must have been hard.
This was all merely performative, of course. But honestly, how did I look? Fit for the attire?
What? Yeah, I mean... What? Yeah, I mean... I actually think you look better in your usual armor.
Indeed. But what makes you think as much?
Well... you know, it's probably 'cause that's what I'm most used to seeing you in. Usually.
I, too, found the attire quite restricting. Strangely enough, I feel less encumbered and much more at home in a suit of armor.
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far.
Also, unlike that dress, my armor is fashioned for me alone. If I am to be wed someday, I hope it is in a dress of my own. Such will be of no concern for some time, however.
Sword practice, huh? We got a lot of hurdles ahead of us, so maybe don't push yourself too hard.
Nay, you need not worry after me. I find myself reminded of my limitations.
Gotcha. Well, I guess a lot's happened so far.
Yes, and while not all can be solved at the thrust of a sword, there remains much that good swordsmanship can prove. Should this world of mine continue to advance in technology, there may come a day when swords such as these no longer serve any martial purpose. One day when which they are but relics of the past. Yet even then, I believe they will offer us some things we will never lose. The chivalrous way of our knights, sworn to their swords, may yet carry on through the ages. Discarded or replaced, something more spiritual and cultural shall remain.
What makes you think that?
I believe that the very same drive, which compels us to fight, is the same which we will require in order to move our world forward. Never mind the fact that you acknowledged in our first sparring session that your world too retains military arts.
Yeah, I guess I did say something like that. And yeah, when we train in military arts, the first thing they teach us is how to temper our hearts. All right then. I am gonna go work out my body to train my mind. You coming?
Of course. Be aware, however, that I see no need to hold back against you any longer.
Show me a little mercy here. How's your father been doing?
He appears under no duress. The care he has received seems quite effective.
Ah, good. Good. Glad to hear it.
He has faced so much for so long. I hope I can afford him time to rest, circumstances be as they are.
Resting is an important part of work, as they say.
Indeed, though I am certain the moment he is left alone, he will seek to return to his duties. He leaves me quite worried.
Yeah, that's the way it always goes. My dad always told my brother and me that it's important to rest up so you don't get sick and burden everyone else. But he never takes a break himself. So one time, my brother, Elena, and I all forcibly tied him down in a bed.
Goodness. I must confess, you seem to have inherited such ways from him.
Have I really? I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
Well, I mean, what if I said you and your father are also alike? You do both get worked up when stuff gets out of hand.
Well, yes, I suppose I cannot truthfully deny as much. But be that as it may, I simply wish to work now so that my father might take this time to rest completely unperturbed.
Yeah, right there. We are both totally turning into our fathers. Anyone home?
What's the big deal? I don't have time to babysit.
I have invested.
You need to make sure.
All the fancy.
Welcome back. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks.
Hey, you wanna go?
This is the bridge. No anomalies to report in nearby sectors.
Looks like all the
This ship. Understood. And we'll remain on alert. Big stars. I better set
Taking the crash course, I see?
There's so much to learn. I'd like to at least get a little more familiar with the Aldous before we meet up with the Vela Gulf, so that I may be of some use if the situation turns bad.
Don't push yourself too hard. You must be plenty tired as it is.
I can't allow myself to be tired. I don't want this to be a repeat of the Aegis. I have a duty to protect the Aldous as a soldier of the Federation.
I feel you, but getting proper rest also falls under your responsibilities as an Aldous crew member. So take it easy. Captain's orders. Got it?
I'll do my best.
There's still so much Marielle and I both don't seem to know about this entire situation. Might be a good idea to see what Duma can tell me. Leticia and everyone should be in the common area.
I would like to know why you came aboard the Aegis, Duma.
We were dispatched to assess the integration suitability of Vergoldians.
What? So the shippers we were dealing with were Scorpium?
Affirmative.
But the client sure seemed like a human, from what I could tell at least.
The Scorpium Collective takes many forms. Some may appear entirely cybernetic, others as cyborgs or androids. There are also those who are entirely organic in nature.
Ah, great. It is freaking horrifying to know that we handled unknown cargo from unknown clients. So you're saying that if I succeeded in delivering you, all of Vergold would be Scorpium by now?
Horrifying is an unfairly emotional evaluation. Integration with Scorpium is...
Yeah, I don't care what you think, all right? Based on what we've seen and heard about it, that's how I feel. Deal with it.
We cannot refute this statement. If Scorpium is truly acting in violation of our principles, it would be in defiance of our very existence itself.
Are you confused?
Do you even get confused?
We cannot deny this possibility. There is a need for us to learn the truth of these events in order to carry out our mission successfully. We shall cooperate as much as possible when necessary.
Oh, I'll see to it that you shall. Don't worry about that. After all, you're different from the other Duma, aren't you?
"5 minutes to rendezvous point."
Ray, the Vela Gulf is hailing us.
Put him on screen.
Right on schedule, I see. I'll be on board shortly for that information exchange we mentioned.
You serious?
A sign of good faith from us. After we rendezvous, we'll warp out for 1 minute. After the transfer, we'll immediately warp back in. Maintain your course. I've just sent the data.
Data received. Looks to me like there's only one person in the transfer chamber.
Not exactly thrilled about their terms, but seems we've got no choice.
Understood. Maintaining course and confirming that of the Vela Gulf. Transfer will commence within 1 minute of exiting warp. Once Captain Curtis is aboard, we shall adopt a parallel course to the Vela Gulf.
Captain's coming aboard. Guess it's up to me to bid him welcome. Marielle, Leticia, come on with me. I'm not too savvy when it comes to Federation etiquette.
Understood.
I should go too?
Yeah, all you gotta do is stand there. If there's 3 of us, it should deter Curtis from trying any funny stuff.
Very well.
Gotta admit, Captain, wasn't expecting you to come alone.
It'll be easier for us to talk like this. Let's make this quick. The Vela Gulf is currently en route to the Manuk system.
Captain, this emergency you mentioned.
Are you Lieutenant Marielle L. Kenny? There's a warrant out for your arrest, you know.
I am aware of that and ready.
We can explain all that and more in this intel exchange. First things first, though. Can I offer you a cup of freshly brewed Terran coffee?
Don't mind if I do. Goodness. To think such a thing took place in the Aster system.
So, what is it that has you rushing off to the Manuk system?
Manuk is currently under siege by a large fleet of Scorpium ships. Headquarters interprets it as a full-scale invasion.
Ridiculous. That is impossible.
I've been wondering about this. A Duma, I presume.
You know about Duma?
We've been gathering information on our end as well. The Duma are the ones proselytizing the Scorpium's integration ideology, correct?
Affirmative. Scorpium is a being that seeks to evolve as a life form. Aggressive incursions are nothing more than an act that limits our evolutionary choices.
It would seem the Scorpium are no monolithic entity. The faction currently attacking the Manuk system are known as the Centralists.
Centralists? Ray, do you think...
Yep, Centralists. That's the name Boldor mentioned on the Tyrannus.
The entirety of Scorpium is composed of individuals linked without partiality. A central being cannot exist within our system.
And yet Manuk is under siege by Scorpium calling themselves Centralists.
How did Headquarters come by this intel? You know, Captain, it hasn't been that long since I left the Astoria, yet there seems to be too much new information.
There must be some connection between the Scorpium and the Federation higher-ups. Fleet Headquarters specifically.
Your assumption is correct. A significant number of fleet officers have broken off from the chain of command. Most of them were in contact at some point with the Scorpium on the planet of Vir. Headquarters decided to launch a rescue effort in the Manuk system. It's unclear who's friend and who's foe within HQ, however. We may even be following a Scorpium directive.
And even if that is the case, you can't just abandon them, huh? Captain Curtis, the Aldous is in possession of Scorpium data compiled by a soldier who escaped from Vir. We are currently pursuing the Scorpium ship that came to Aster 4. I'd like you to analyze that data and identify the ship in question once we reach the Manuk system.
This is invaluable intel. We're in your debt.
Yeah, no worries. Just reimburse me for the Yeetus once this is all over and we'll be square.
I'll see what I can do. Thank you for your time. I'll get back in contact as soon as we've identified the ship that you're after.
We've exited warp. Commencing transfer.
Please be careful.
You as well.
The Vela Gulf has sent us a location. ETA to the Manuk system is 25 hours. Exactly 6 hours behind the Vela Gulf.
Don't sweat about what he said. The larger an organization, the easier it is to corrupt.
Captain, please don't make light of it. Even a single ship deviating from the chain of command is cause for alarm. If all of these ships are under the influence of Scorpium, then the risk to the entire galaxy is very real.
I too find something strange about all this.
What do you mean?
Little Duma's reaction. I also felt that what Captain Curtis told us did not line up correctly with what we heard from Lola. She stated that the Scorpium invading her home were acting in such a way as to avoid detection. I did not get the impression that it was attacked outright in the same way as this Manuk location is being attacked now.
I think Lola's hunch may be right about Scorpium having infiltrated the Federation undetected. But isn't Duma also a part of Scorpium? It must be hiding something.
Little Duma always remains silent when they wish to be deceptive. When they do speak, it is generally free of falsehood. This is why their assertion that Scorpium does not invade must be true. Right, Duma?
Correct.
Duma's the only link we have to understanding the Scorpium. We analyzed the data from the Tyrannus, but we still have almost no idea of who or what the Scorpium are. We won't learn much of anything until we confront them ourselves. As I discussed with Captain Curtis, it's most likely that the Scorpium faction attacking Manuk are in cahoots with the ship Boldor is on. The Vela Gulf has kindly agreed to help us track it down.
I have detected other unidentified ships also approaching the Manuk system, where the Scorpium battleship is heading. However, support from the Federation is still far away. The Vela Gulf, Aldous, and Manuk fleet will have to handle this alone.
So what you are implying is that it will be a difficult battle.
That is correct.
What will you do if Boldor is aboard that ship, and we find ourselves forced into combat with it?
All I can say is that we should be ready for anything, even if it means taking them out.
It would seem war is much the same here in the stars as it is in our world.
Yep, you got that right. Which is exactly why I want you all to rest up before we reach the combat zone. I better get some rest too. Let's do this thing. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Time to put you out of your misery. Man, I'm good.
Sorry. I guess I got a little carried away.
Excuse me?
going to...
Oh.
You might as well give up right now. Not bad. 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 Time to put you out of your misery. Man, I'm good.
Truth be told, I'm always on break.
This is pretty good.
The Vela Gulf has reached the Manuk system. They have made contact with what appear to be 2 Scorpium ships. They are engaging in battle. All available hands to the bridge.
The battle's already underway. Better get to the bridge. Status report.
The Manuk fleet has already suffered heavy losses. They only have 3 vessels deployed currently, none of which have been able to attack effectively.
Can you tell me, Ray, why is this Manuk fleet so inferior?
Even up here in space, some folks have the technological leg up on others.
Another Scorpion battleship is nearing the Manuk system. ETA 2 hours, 3 minutes.
How long until the Aldous arrives?
2 hours, 11 minutes. However, we could become embroiled in battle at any time.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Captain, update. We will arrive in the Manuk system in 6 minutes. The Vela Gulf has disabled one of the Scorpion vessels. They are currently in combat with 2 ships, including the one that arrived shortly before us.
Way to go, Captain Curtis. Battleships sure are on a different level, aren't they?
Captain, the Vela Gulf is hailing us. Putting on screen now.
Vela Gulf to Aldous. We only have 8 torpedoes left. Hardly enough to take out these last 2 ships. We're going to focus on stalling them. Can you cover us?
You can count on it. We'll be pulling into your sector in 3 minutes.
Much appreciated. Vela Gulf out.
The 2 ships engaged with the Vela Gulf are now designated as Scorpion Ship Bravo and Scorpion Ship Charlie. Warp out directly into the orbital path between the Vela Gulf and Scorpion Ship Bravo.
Trajectory set.
Red alert. Deploy full defensive shields. Set to Omni. Load all 6 proton torpedo launchers. Arm the phase cannons.
Red alert. All hands to battle stations.
Shields at full.
Proton torpedoes loaded. Phase cannons initialized.
Everyone get to your seats and strap in. It's about to get bumpy.
Currently maintaining distances of 500,000 kilometers with Bravo and 760,000 with Charlie.
Fire 3 torpedoes at Bravo and immediately reroute to course 60 Mark 0.
Proton torpedoes away. Impact in 11 minutes. The Vela Gulf has also launched a torpedo at Bravo.
Adjusting bearing to 60 Mark 0.
Charlie has just fired 4 torpedoes at us.
Activate auto evasion.
Activating auto evasion.
Ah! It's shaking!
Keep quiet. You might bite your tongue otherwise. 3 of the torpedoes will miss, but 1 cannot be avoided. Brace for impact. We have been hit. Shields at 76%. Restoring them now.
The rumbling is like an earthquake.
We get any hits in?
All 3 torpedoes failed to connect.
How could they miss at that interval? What sort of ship is that?
Damn it! Open a channel to the Vela Gulf.
Channel open.
Captain, follow this.
Can you handle this?
We'll make it work. Just go! Set phase cannons to fire simultaneously on both Bravo and Charlie. Program salvo bursts to fire automatically in 10-second intervals on these coordinates.
Understood.
Divert to course 270, Mark 180. Match the movements of the Vela Gulf.
Roger, Captain. I'll do my best.
Distance between Bravo and Charlie is 100,000 kilometers. Both ships are taking evasive action.
Now! Hit Bravo with all we've got!
Two torpedoes have hit. Bravo has ceased turning.
The Vela Gulf's attacks on Charlie also landed.
Bullseye!
Bravo and Charlie are on a collision course. Scorpium ships Bravo and Charlie have collided. Both battleships appear to have been immobilized.
Yeah! Did we win?
For now. Don't get out of your seat just yet, though. We don't know what's still out there.
Captain, the Vela Gulf is hailing us.
Excellent work, Captain Raymond.
Thanks, but it was the Vela Gulf that did all the heavy lifting. We just came in to steal the show. The real work starts now.
What do you intend to do?
We're gonna board one of the Scorpium ships with Duma and investigate inside.
Understood. They may be quiet now, but you're likely to face some strong opposition. Be careful.
For sure. And I trust you got our back if anything happens. Can you tell me which ship is the one that came from Aster? Is it Bravo or Charlie? Don't tell me it was the ship that went down before we even got here.
It is fortunate we have the data from Lola. Bravo is the one we seek.
So we're boarding the Scorpium battleship.
Yep, you got it. Let's make our way over there now.
Transfer chamber. Oh, I simply wanted to try saying it. Did I do so correctly?
And these?
Portable optic deflectors. You can wear these to protect yourself from portable optical weaponry equivalent to a Federation phase gun.
I see. Wait, pray. What exactly does all that mean?
It means that even if you're hit by a glowing gun, like the one Marielle was using, it won't kill you. But that's not a complete guarantee, so don't get too cocky.
Note that it also offers defense from physical attacks, such as bullets or knives. Finally, please attach these magnetic soles to your footwear. You can switch them on and off by touching your heels.
Indeed. Being free of gravity's shackles ought to be fun.
Do not even think of wandering off.
Hey! What is this?
Oh, is this...
What? Why am I upside down?
Everyone, please remain calm. Turn your feet toward that surface there, and touch your heels.
Okay, like this?
So, this is the inside of a Scorpium ship, huh?
Which means we're in the belly of a living creature. It certainly does have that appearance. Rather unnerving.
Where could Boldor be on a ship like this?
If he's even still alive.
All these... they were on this ship.
We must hurry. If more Scorpium arrive, there's no telling what could happen.
Strange. This vessel is...
What's up?
Ray, I am picking up multiple life signs ahead.
Many of the Scorpium do not possess detectable life signs. I suggest exercising caution.
finally got a hand up on Boldore. Once we're all ready, it's time to board that Scorpion battleship. Yo, what's with the boys club?
Oh, it's Ray. I was just explaining to Albert here how to use the vending machine.
Oh, hold the phone. Albert, you wanted to use the vending machine?
Nay, you misunderstand. I did not even comprehend of the contraption's use until just now. I know not the inner workings of this ship, and I wish not to be a bother through careless handling. Hence, I was eyeing the machine from a distance. But then Sir Antonio came by. He has been teaching me a very great deal.
He's here on the Aldous after all. It'd be boring just hanging around, right?
Can't argue with that.
I think it beneficial for you to learn from Sir Antonio's attentiveness.
What the hell, man? I would have told you too if you asked me.
A real professional knows what the customer wants even before they do. In this case, I was just a few steps ahead of you, bro.
Albert, be careful and don't fall for his crap. He's all, I'm so clever and handsome, but when we were kids, he was one of the worst people you could have met.
You claim that Sir Antonio was a mischief maker?
All right, Ray, dial it back. This isn't very brotherly.
Look at these, and you'll never look at my brother the same way.
Good grief. Are these?
Whoa, whoa, what are you doing with those pictures of me? How'd you get them? Tell me.
Fat chance. Protecting an informant's identity is Privacy 101.
You're acting like a spoiled little brat. I'll bet they were sent to you by someone in the company, weren't they? Names.
You're the one who fired the first shot, but this is all Albert's fault since he's the one who first threw insults.
Albert was just giving you some sound advice. Don't take it out on him.
Well, if you thought I was being inconsiderate, then you should have warned me. You should have been the first to say it before other people.
Oh, give me a break. You wouldn't listen to me if your life depended on it.
I beg your pardon. I did not intend for my comment to lead to a brotherly quarrel. My sincerest apologies. To both of you.
No. It's not your fault, Ed. I'm the one who should be apologizing. I'm sorry you had to see that.
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry, Albert.
So, mayhap make peace with each other?
Sorry, Ray.
Okay, Aunt. Hey, stop it! Don't laugh. You're the one who told us to make up.
Pray forgive me. Your reactions are just so alike. You two are undoubtedly siblings. It is easy to see.
Oh, yeah?
I suppose blood runs true.
Antonio, this will not do. You need to eat proper meals.
No, Nina. These are,
Hey, what's this? What's going on with you two?
Oh, Ray. Could you explain to her for me?
Explain what?
I heard that Antonio here eats cookies every day for all 3 of his meals. He said he's so busy that he doesn't have time to eat. But cookies are meant to be snacks. They're not nutritious at all. What happens when he gets sick from eating all that junk?
Ah, I see. You're concerned about his health, right, Nina? No need to worry, for these are no ordinary cookies.
Huh? What does that mean?
These cookies are total nutrition foods. They contain your daily recommended amount of all the essential nutrients. In other words, you'll still be healthy even if you eat these and nothing else.
Say what? And nothing else?
Yep. I mean, there aren't that many flavors, so you'll get tired of them if you eat them all the time, but...
Yes, that's true. But as luck would have it, I've been trying out some new ones. Both the flavors and textures are entirely different.
Oh, cool. I didn't know they came out with a new product. What flavors do they have?
There's curry, cheese, cream of corn soup, even pork. Pretty much everything you can think of. I've got some here. Why don't you give them a try, Nina? This one is steak flavor.
Huh? this cookie is supposed to really taste like meat?
Come on, I'm not trying to trick you. Have a bite.
Here goes, I guess. What? I can't believe it! It really does taste like steak!
Right? Here, try a Caesar salad.
Huh? What? No way! Oh, it really is like a salad! The texture even reminds me of lettuce!
Wow, Vergald never had these flavors. Where'd you get them?
A client I do business with sent me some free samples. They were better than expected, so I'm thinking about stocking up.
Man, so many different companies out there. Oh, what's wrong, Nina? You don't like it?
No, it was really yummy. And it did feel like I was eating a real steak and salad. But I feel like if I'm gonna bother eating this, then... well, I might as well go get the real thing, you know?
You're onto something there. These cookies are for people like me who don't like going to the trouble of having a meal.
Oh, so that's how it is, huh? Personally, though, I might prefer cookies to remain as a snack.
Different folks, different strokes, right? I mean, I'd still go for fresh food, but I still eat these when I don't have time for a whole meal. Then there's people who actually like the inorganic aspect of processed foods.
Oh, wow. I guess some people from the stars make no sense to me at all.